And a very warm welcome to the Zawraa Stadium here in Baghdad. Much anticipated meeting between two sides looking to progress in the AFC Champions League 2. This is the round of 16, a first leg tie where Zawraa look to make the most of home advantage. It's a hostile, noisy atmosphere. Will it intimidate Wasl this evening? We shall find out in good time. We're fast approaching kick-off for this match. A good crowd assembling inside the stadium. They're a well-supported club, Zawraa, the best supported club in Iraq, known locally as the leader. They think of themselves as the leader, and they would love to make the most of what is an historic day for them as a club, because, well, this is their fourth season where they've made it through to the AFC Champions League, and it's the very first time that they've made it beyond the group stages. Making the 700-kilometre trip from Dubai to Baghdad are Al Wasl, who are already out in the tunnel. They will hope that they can take some sort of advantage into the second leg in 7 days' time at the Zawraa Stadium back home in Dubai. Home fans out in force with plenty of noise being made over an hour before kick-off. They are passionate and they want progress. The goals against the Emperor. This will be an intriguing contest. The two teams did meet a few years back. And it was a comfortable win that time around. Over two legs. In the 2019 AFC Champions League, Zawraa won 5-0 here and 5-1 away in the UAE. I suspect this might be a slightly tighter affair over the two legs. We shall see. The headline news is, of course, that Al Wasl come here today having only appointed the Portuguese Rui Vitória as their new head coach. Former Panathinaikos player, he's led Benfica to 2 titles in Portugal. Very high calibre of CV, a big appointment for Al Wasl. He comes here today. He spoke in English in his pre-match press conference and said, "It's not about me, it's about the players. They need to express themselves. I need to learn what they're all about." Al Zawraa are the team in white. The Iraqis, the hosts. They will know they need some sort of advantage, if at all possible, from the first leg being at home. Al Wasl not having the greatest of times in the UAE League. They're 12 points behind the leaders, Paulo Sousa's Al Ahly. It's not been the best of domestic seasons so far for Al Zawraa either. They won the 2023 title. First time they've taken the title here in Iraq in over 20 years, long overdue. Noise from the passionate home fans, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, has been echoing around this stadium for well over an hour. Waiting in anticipation for the two teams to emerge from the tunnel. But they've been down here for a while, and they will be out in due course. Zawraa, for the first time in the knockout stages of an AFC Champions League contest. They've got a good home record as well. They're unbeaten at home in all competitions since October. That's 8 matches since Al-Jawaya came here and won. The AFC Champions League theme tune will only stoke further noise from the passionate home crowd, and they hope it will get a reaction from the players. Today's match officials from Tajikistan leading the 2 sets of players out. It's the white of El Zawraa, it's the yellow of Al Wasl. A quarter-final place awaits the winners over 2 legs. Noise tells you just how much it means to the people of Iraq. Getting through to the quarter-finals would be quite some achievement for Al Zawraa. Both teams were in action last Thursday in their respective leagues. Al Zawraa had a comfortable win at home here against Zakho. They won 4-2 in the end. They were 4-0 up after an hour. 2 goals in the last 10 minutes made it look a little bit more respectable for Zakho. Al Wasl, their last match, not a disgrace, in an away trip to Al Nassr in the UAE Pro League, which ended in a 1-1 draw. Let's have a check on the 2 teams. First of all, Al Zawraa, unchanged from their final group match just before the end of the year. The goalkeeper, Joel Hassan, is the captain. And they'll be looking to the Colombian Brian for goals in attack. Referee, Gul Marodi Sadula from Tajikistan. And with his 2 assistants and the 4th official, Nasrullah Kerberov. Out comes Jalal Hassan, the captain, for the toss of the coin, along with Ali Saleh, the number 7 for Al Wasl, who is the captain of the UAE visitors. Well, Al Zawraa unchanged from their final group match in December. Al Wasl exactly the same. They too unchanged from their final group match in December. Captained by Ali Saleh, who we just mentioned there. They too have a Colombian spearheading their attack in Miguel Borja. Huddle between the Al Wasl players. An avoidance of defeat would be seen as a distinct advantage going into next week's second leg in Dubai. 7 o'clock in the evening, local time here in Baghdad. And I very much doubt that anywhere in the AFC Champions League knockout phase taking place this week that you will have a noisier atmosphere than the one inside the Al Zawraa Stadium here in Baghdad. noise is deafening. The game at last is underway. It's an early touch on the near side from the Portuguese Pedro Malheiro. And inside by Sidibe. And back in the midfield by Zawraa. He's got to have a play over on this near side. The last touch came off of Emma Jimus, Jordanian international. Chested away by Hashim. Wasl trying to start on the front foot. Remember, only yesterday they appointed the Portuguese Vitória. They've got an early ball into the box and a shot coming in. Well, that wasn't a bad strike. It's set up well for Jimenez. Just rose over the top of the crossbar, and an early sign there that Wasl are keen to get out on the front foot. Never an easy one to keep down. Nicolas Jimenez, the Argentine playmaker. His 2 goals this season have come in the AFC Champions League. He's quickly in search of his 3rd there. This is Lima, ball in towards the penalty area. Oh, that was a degree of fortune. Kadim Rayad panicked and headed it back to his goalkeeper, and luckily for him, Jalal Hassan was able to juggle and keep control. There he is, the man of the moment, the newly appointed Rui Vitória. First match in charge. It's pinched back there by Lima momentarily, but a long ball over the top. This should get the home crowd on side. Ball out towards Hassan Abdul Karim. Abdul Karim cuts inside, goes on the outside, slams the cross in, and it's gone over the top for a corner. That's more like it from the home side. Zawraa putting the pressure on. Andrelson making the block. Here they come again. It's another cross in from Abdul Karim. This time it lacked loft. It's cleared with ease. Well, it's been a high-tempo start from both sides. And Jimus leaving it for Fala. Machine plays it out wide to Ibrahim Tumiwa, the Nigerian. And then all the way back from Hakim Hashim to his goalkeeper and captain Jalal Hassan, to be on his toes when that ball was played back to him just a few moments ago from Kadim Rad. Now on a decent unbeaten run, Zawraa coming to this game with some confidence. 3.5 minutes gone. We've seen both sides show intent in the final third in those early stages. Foul over on the far side by Hassan Abdul Karim. Tried to make his way around Ali Saleh with first his left foot, then his right foot. Somewhere in there was a trip. Malheiro all the way back, and a clearance by Andrelson. Cut out nicely by Hashim. It's high-tempo stuff so far. As the ball is lofted over the head of Brian Riascos. Pedro Malheiro stopped in his tracks and then hoisted up in the air by Houssam Fala. By Fabrizio, from a Celta Vigo player, into the penalty area. That's a great ball, and a tap in for Miguel Borja. Less than 5 minutes gone, and Al Wasl have silenced the Al Zawraa Stadium here in Baghdad with a simple tap in from Miguel Borja. Ali Saleh's ball across, and it was just a tap in from close range for Miguel Borja that done the damage. It's been a very high tempo start to this game, and an early goal in the opening 5 minutes to boot. This was a ball out wide from Sidibe, and a good ball too. Rolled into the danger zone. It was placed to absolute perfection from Ali Saleh. And Miguel Borja says thank you very much. No way was he ever going to miss from there. Zawraa 0, Wasl 1. What a start for Rui Vitoria. Disappointment for Joao Hassan. But they were undone by some slick interchange. And Ali Saleh's ball into the box. Dissected all in front of him. There is the standard VAR check on the VAR today from Uzbekistan, Nur Safarov Furabs, and from Tajikistan it's Davlatov Abdullah. They are just checking. There is no problem. The goal stands. That was a momentary hope for the home side. Coming into this game with such hope. But Zawraa behind. Just coming up to 7 minutes gone. A nice early goal. The marker down really for Al Wasl. The Cheetahs, they would love to take an advantage in to the second leg next weekend in Dubai. Liam up. It's another searching ball. It's too far ahead of Fabio Lima's ball. It's too far ahead of Ali Saleh. Lima. UAE international, has got a good return of goals for his national team. 35 appearances, 15 goals. It's over 100 goals for Al Wasl as well. It's a real danger down the right-hand side. Experienced 32-year-old. Wasn't a great ball in on that occasion. He will be a danger down this right-hand side up against the Al Zawraa defence. We had an early glimpse of Hassan Abdul Karim on the right-hand side. They caused one or two problems. Maybe that's their outlet. Al Zawraa, it's a long ball forward. There'll always be a willing Chelsea or Brian. Ahmed Ali goes down. Caught by Ibrahim Tamiwa. So the goalkeeper needs some treatment, I suspect, here. Came out. There was no contact there, I don't think, from the Nigerian winger. Must have been an awkward landing for Ali. His confirmation of the opening goal. It was checked for offside. It was very close. Miguel Borja was just onside. That was the ball that opened it up from Jimenez. Wonderful play from him, great vision. A little bit of quality, releasing Ali Saleh. His ball in was equally as good. Ali is back and ready to kick downfield. Low kick, which is cut out by Sajed Mehdi. Hussein Fala. Jabba. Hassan, nothing he could do about the opening goal. Borgia's goal just before the 5-minute marker, just past the 10-minute mark. Certainly stunned the home side, who win themselves a free kick. Hashim. Nathan Jabba. Sajid Mehdi. It's a good ball down the line as well. Ibrahim. Lofted out towards the far side. An air of anticipation as Abdul Karim comes inside. It's a low shot which is blocked. Again by Sajid Mehdi, this time punched by Mohamed Ali. Coming again with Fala, still Fala. Run into trouble. He even knew what he was doing there to win the free kick. Fala with the foul. No, Jimenez in fact. Argentine toppled. It's pass to Ali Saleh, led to the opening goal. Free kick. Wasl. One other game in the Champions League 2 today in the round of 16, the first leg. Estegan 0, Al Hussein 1. Raking pass, the intended target was Ibrahim, easily cut out. Another nice touch from Jimenez, cultured midfielder, side from Lima. There goes Siaka Sidibe. He's fouled. Former Al Wasl academy player, came through the ranks. It's a nice flick on, but Amir Jemus has given the ball away cheaply. It's carried forward by the visiting team, and again it's Jimenez in the thick of the action. It's Saleh. Now it's out to Pedro Melero. He's got some room here, if he can shake off Ibrahim. Back inside by Sidibe. Challenge on. Jimenez was seen as fair by the referee. That's a nice touch. Hussein Fala, and he got away. The challenge sold itself and gave him an opportunity to get forward in towards the penalty area. That's going to be a corner. Kazem's cross was quickly turned behind. It's another corner for the home side, El Zawraa. Eight games unbeaten at home in all competitions. They do have a good home record. Find themselves behind here. Rolled out wide by Jemus. Interesting. To come off the chest of Brian. He's gone behind for a goal kick. Quite sure who he's aiming the ball towards goal with his chest. He was trying to bring it down to go on the outside. Having another look at the line. Goal. Perfect start for the UAE side. 12 points at the moment, separating them from the leaders back home in the UAE League. Al Ali, Paulo Sousa's Al Ali. Salih, but it was cut out by Rad. 15 minutes played. 1-0 to Wasl. It's another interesting ball to Salih. Was intervened behind for a corner from Karim Rad. A really good run down the left-hand side there, did Ali Salih. Corner is going to be taken by Nicolas Jimenez. 30-year-old Argentinian. Never played for Argentina, but he has been called up to a couple of squads in the past. In fact, he's going to leave it. Comes the delivery. Powerful header away by Karim Rad. Back out wide again. It's a Salih delivery, and they're usually pretty good. This time, much better defending for the home side. Trying to get the ball out wide, Braham. Can't do so. Popping it up. There's Hugo Leto, Brazilian, former Botafogo player. Got it into the air. Was well won back by Sidibe. Sidibe again. Strengthening numbers in the midfield from the UAE side. The cross pulled back, and Ali Salih nearly finding Borja again, this time from the right-hand side. That's clever play by Amir Jemus. Karim Rad. Del Karim to Rad again. Cut out well by Sidibe. It was Buftini that won the first ball. Sidibe got the second ball. Here is Sidibe again. This is Soufiane Buftini. A long drive forward from Mohamed Ali, who's not really been tested so far. Stretching the ball out towards the right, and Ali Salih, who's come over to the right in the last few minutes. A bit too much time on the ball. He's got back up from Pedro Valero. Siaka Sidibe. There's a chip over the top from Fabio Lima, right idea, but Borja didn't anticipate. So it run all the way through to Hassan. Sajid Mehdi, that's good. This is Ibrahim. Trying to wriggle his way to the byline. Siaka Sidibe wasn't prepared to let him through, and Sidibe now with a driving run forward. It's quickly hurled to the ground, and that will be a free kick. Well, they've been the dominant force in this game, Al Wasl, and they lead by a goal to nil. Miguel Borja. Just 5 minutes of the game. Foul there, as you can see, by Sajid Mehdi. No complaints from El Zawraa. It's the fourth foul of the game from the home side, just the one from Al Wasl. Referee Gulmuride Saruri. Tajikistan. Hakam Hashim. Sajid Mehdi. Hashim again. Former Air Force player Nathan Jabbar. Jabbar and Hashim, the two central defenders. Al Zawraa, Iraq internationals. And on the ball now, Jabbar, much the more experienced, 30 caps. So this man, Hashim's 1 cap so far. He's 2 years older. Fala. It's a good link-up play between Brian and Ibrahim. Mehdi's cross, trying to put pressure on Al Wasl. Emma Jamous. It's a good ball. Hassan Abdul Karim. Again, he comes inside. Screams of a penalty, more from the fans in the stands than the players on the pitch. There was a bit of an appeal from Abdul Karim. I think there was enough in it. Throw in by Sidibe. This is where he cuts inside. Played the ball there, Siaka Sidibe, who appears to be everywhere at the moment, Sidibe. I guess he twisted there, Abdel Karim. He was already starting to lose balance before the arrival of Sidibe to win the ball. Back inside to Jabbar. Jabbar again. Brian can't quite make it stick. Once again, Sidibe picking things up, held up by Miguel Borja. Any sort of advantage going into the second leg for the visitors. Al Wasl will certainly put them in command of this tie. Good touch by Ibrahim. Jamous, and out wide by Brian. Free kick. Jamous stopped in his tracks, a shake of the head. I think he knows what's coming. First yellow card of the game. Painful one for Amir Jamous, the Jordan international. An equalizer. Certainly get this place rocking. Soufan Buftini is the player penalised. Moroccan international. It's taken a while for Amir Jamous to get back to his feet. Stinging challenge from Soufan Buftini. Big 6'3" defender. They've got the opportunity to get some fluids on board Amir Jamous. Al Wasl need to make sure they get the wall right. Wonder if this is going to be Hassan Abdul Karim territory. He's certainly one of the players in and around. And they're checking for a potential red card here against Soufan Buftini. And this could make big difference in the grand scheme of things. Wasl fairly comfortable at 1-0, 25 minutes in. As you can see in the still, studs were showing. Certainly a very painful one for Amer Jemus. Moradi Sadulo is having a long look at this from all angles. When it's slowed down, it doesn't do the defender any favours. Buftini. It's when you see this one here, with the studs clearly showing. That might be the selling point for the referee to make a decision. Wasn't a very well-timed challenge from Soufiane Buftini. Referees had a long look. And it looks as if he is going to brandish a red card here for Buftini. Yellow card is upgraded. And a red card is shown to Soufiane Buftini. And the loudest cheer of the afternoon so far from the home crowd, because this might just be the lifeline they needed. This challenge was not a great challenge. And the more you look at it, the more you lean towards it being a red card. Dangerous challenge, a painful challenge for Jemus. And a red card. And it was just a straight red card, so he won't certainly be playing any part in the second leg with Buftini. What a game changer. Certainly level things off. This has made it very interesting. It looks as if Brahim wanted a snippet of the action. It does look like Hassan Abdelkarim is at the front of the queue. Moroccan defender, vastly experienced. He's going to be missed at the back there. Adrielson will be joined at the back for a moment at least by Fabrizio, who can play in the centre of defence. For how long, we don't know. Is there going to be a change? We'll see in a minute. Here it comes, the free kick. Oh, it wasn't a bad hit either. Hassan Abdelkarim flying through the air was the goalkeeper Mohamed Ali, and he made a decent save as well. And if that got it, the pendulum of this game would have certainly swung. It's coming right, corner. Goalkeeper's gone down holding his knee. That's Mohamed Ali. This was the free kick, left-footed, over the wall. He's heading towards goal as well. It was a good save, and he obviously landed awkwardly, flying through the air. Just a bit too much weight on the landing on that left knee. Wasn't quite right up in the top corner where it needed to be to get past Mohamed Ali. Still a very good free kick. So Abdelkarim keeper receiving treatment. I think the right decision from the referee, Gulmodi Sadilu, sending off Sufan Buftini. VAR have had a vital say in the two big moments of the game. That was deemed onside. Simple tap-in after just 5 minutes from Miguel Borja. The goal that the home side are looking to cancel out. In it goes, Ali punching it away from inside his own 6-yard box. It's given the home side a lift, that's for sure, that sending off. Quasar. It's back out again to Jamus. Jabe. The ball in! Didn't quite get there, Brian. Defender closes him out for a corner. Mohamed Quasar to take the corner. 29-year-old former Air Force player. The delivery, this time it's taken really well by Fabrizio, and they release it down the flank to the captain, Ali Saleh. Saleh just slipped as he went to play it there. And that was put behind for a corner, perhaps needlessly, by Nathan Jabba. Just slipped slightly. Takes it on the chest. He's pointing to his ears just to say, speak to me. Surely the nearest man to him was in his eye line, Miguel Borja. That was a corner that was preventable. Just over 32 minutes gone. Zawraa 0, Wasl 1. The team from Dubai have a corner which will be taken by Nicolas Jimenez. Comes against the way, good defending. Siaka Sidibe's everywhere. It's nearly a brilliant ball as well. And to pick out Shrielson, who'd gone up from the back. Looks as if Renato Fabrizio has made his way into that vacant spot in the centre of the defence, and Sidibe has seen Nicolas Jimenez just drop a little deeper in the midfield. Lima and Ali Saleh might be a little more narrow now as well. And there's Jamus. You see Fala. Shabbat to Hakim Hashim. To ball into the box, Amir Jamus. Biding the time, Zawraa. Karim Rudd. It's a blast towards goal from Hakim Hashim. Yet to score this season. Didn't really come anywhere near to being his first of the season either, did it? High and wide. It's a long way out. Ali with the goal kick as we head up towards the final 10 minutes of the first half. An intriguing half so far, in which Wasl are a goal up but a man down. Tracked well by Karim Rudd, former Zawraa player. 54% possession from the home side. This could be dangerous. Chipped into the penalty area. Fabio Lima will retrieve it from over on the right-hand side here. Somehow he's found a way to get past the players around him. Cross comes in. A header away by Jabba. Have it back again. Pedro Malera, but he's given it away, and this could be an opportunity to get forward for Ibrahim. Del Karim into free kick. Comes across, interesting. Taken on the chest by Ibrahim. Some of the crowd on the far side thought that went in, but it was just wide from Ibrahim. Nigerian had the opportunity when it was floated into him by Kadim Rad, and he arrives, he's onside, takes it and volleys it wide. Two complaints from the Wasl players to the referee. 4 shots on the home side, 2 from the away. Early goal gave them a sturdy base, didn't it, Wasl? But that sending off has certainly made their advantage a little more precarious. That wasn't a good clearance. It could be a chance on here for El Zawraa, but was hooked away by Adrielson for Abdel Karim. Another injury from Muhammad Ali. I don't think he's going to be able to carry on, according to the gestures from some of his outfield teammates. And it was the awkward landing when he made that save from the free kick from Abdel Karim off the back of the red card. He landed awkwardly. He's not really been in the action much since, and then suddenly he's gone down in pain. Appears to be in considerable pain, Muhammad Ali. This was what triggered it. It's the second time he's gone down. There's clearly a problem. Got 2 goalkeepers on the bench in Abdullah and Saif Hamid. Saif Hamid would be the one to come on, I suspect. He's a 36-year-old. Former UAE international. Goalkeeper still receiving treatment. Muhammad Ali. He did it awkwardly in the first injury. I thought it was his left knee, but he's still in a lot of pain. Might have been his right knee, but it was certainly a knee injury. Clear that the goalkeeper's in a lot of pain. This was the first one. That's where the initial injury occurred. Off he goes on a stretcher. Looks as though a change is going to be made. And it is going to be Khalid Saif Hamid Let's get some final words from the goalkeeping coach. Having lost an experienced central defender to a red card, and now lose their goalkeeper to an injury. And it's safe. Hamid comes on. A chorus of boos from the home fans. Is there an early test for the substitute goalkeeper? Zawraa. Have the ball. I was going to say inside the Wasl half. It was for a moment. They're back in their own half. It is again back out wide to the left with Ibrahim. Off goes the overlap from Sajid Mehdi. This is Brian. Ibrahim stuck underneath his foot, and it's been won back really well by Nathan Jabba. That's a foul. Abdul Karim being held. They're certainly finishing this first half on the ascendancy, the home side, but they still trail by a goal to nil. The red card's certainly a big leveller. It's going to be a corner. Pedro Malheiro takes no chances. The Portuguese behind for a corner. So a corner, which is going to be delivered by Amir Giamus. Off a defender at the near post, and they've dealt with it well. That's up in the air. There's Salih on the right-hand side. His cross led to the opening goal after just 5 minutes for Miguel Borja. Haven't created too much since then. Sajid Mehdi is offside. Flag up on the far side. Salah. Salih just picking up a yellow card for something he said to the referee. Vitoria's right start in his first match in charge of Al Wasl has certainly dampened in the last 15-20 minutes or so. Got another player on a yellow card in their captain, Ali Salih. Chasing after this is Brian, trying to win a corner. Good strength at the back from Ugoleto. Fala back inside by Giamus. One back momentarily, but that's good midfield play from Fala to win it back once more. Mehdi. This is Hussein Fala once more. Croissant trying to pick up the run into the box from Giamus, cleared away. Piling on the pressure at the moment, the home side. Eight minutes of stoppage time. Large chunk of that coming from the VAR incident. Stick here towards Abdel Karim, and he's got the trickery, and he linked up well with Brian there, and he weaved his way into the penalty area. He was pushed wide. There is a claim for a handball. Renato Fabrizio is the player down, Peru international. Abdel Karim has continuously pestered the referee to say there's a handball. That has prompted VAR to have a look. There was one. I think there was a foul in the build-up to his crash landing on the ground. Spare room on the far side for Ali Saleh. Simfala. Feed it out towards the left-hand side, and Sajad Mehdi. Looking to finish on a high in this half, Amer Jamous. Put away by Malera. Foot in. Siaki Sidibe. Same fella moves it wide by Mohamed Quasem, and comes across. Powerful header away by Adrielson. That's neat and intricate play involving Nicolas Jimenez, who's a very good player. Vision he showed in the build up to the early opening goal. The only goal of the game so far. Fans felt there was a foul there on Ibrahim. There wasn't. It's a great run forward by Malero. I think we've got to pull that back for a free kick. Malero down. Portuguese fullback, once of Boa Vista. He's fouled, and it's going to be a first yellow card in this game for the home side. Sajad Mehdi. Mehdi then with the yellow. Well, he's done well to hurdle two sets of legs there, Malero, and I'm not sure there was a massive contact, if any at all. The intent was not there for the ball, it didn't seem, from Sajad Mehdi. Pedro Malero down. He's back up now. It's an injury. It's clearly a cause to concern for the Al Wasl medics. It's back on. Jimenez with the free kick. Knocking the ball in towards the penalty area. It's only partially cleared to Fabio Lima. Lima goes on the outside. Lima thinks it's a corner. Ibrahim thinks it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Over 8 minutes of added time on top of the 45 in the first half. Played 5 of those now. 3 to go. Might be another couple to add on for that injury just now for Pedro Malero. It's going to be a corner. Corner kick to the home side. It's played short. It's the delivery. Always a danger. Abdel Karim down the right-hand side. Wasn't a particularly good ball in this time, though. Mehdi. Mohamed Wasl. Hakim Hashim. Shamus over the way by Sidibe, who's had a very strong presence in that midfield area. It's a foul by Jimenez. Kick taken quickly. Hussein Fala. About 90 seconds of first half stoppage time in which to try and prize their way back into this game. Zawraa. Trying to find the spark in the final third. The most likely spark is the man standing on the far side, Hassan Abdul Karim. They're working their way over towards him, but the ball is lifted in. It's only partially headed away. Oh, it's a cracking goal. The roof has just been taken off of the stadium here at the Al Zawraa, because Amr Jamous has returned a headed clearance straight into the corner. Al Zawraa level. And the noise is drowning, it's deafening. Al Wasl resisting with their 10 men, but they didn't clear the ball properly. And Amr Jamous scores his first goal of the season. And he couldn't have hit it any better. Nothing the substitute goalkeeper Khalid Saif Hamid could do. Ball played in. Header away from Pedro Melero, and it wasn't a great header. That side-footed effort skims off the knee of Adrielson and beyond his goalkeeper Khalid Saif Hamid into the corner. And right at the end of stoppage time, at the end of the first half, Al Zawraa a level. And they barely needed an excuse to make a lot of noise for an hour in the build-up to this game. They were silenced with an early goal from Al Wasl, but now the Al Zawraa fans have found their voices again as the half-time whistle blows. The early goal made by both Jimenez and Saleh and converted by Borja inside 5 minutes, given Al Wasl and their new coach Rui Vitoria the perfect start. But it went downhill from there when Soufan Buftini was sent off for the foul on Amr Jamous, and it was Jamous right on the stroke of half-time who put the ball beyond substitute goalkeeper Khalid Saif Hamid to give us a half-time score of Al Zawraa 1, Al Wasl 1 here at the Al Zawraa Stadium in Baghdad. Welcome back to the Al Zawraa Stadium here in Baghdad. We're at half-time. It's Al Zawraa 1, Al Wasl 1. Al Wasl off to a great start with Miguel Borja scoring inside the opening 5 minutes. Very well worked goal it was too, and they looked in control of the match for a long period of the first half. Then the red card for Soufan Buftini. They are making a change, and Ali Saleh, captain, I suppose he's on a yellow card, is probably the prime reason behind it, comes off, and they're bringing on a young defender in Gabriel dos Santos. Looks like they're going to go with dos Santos, and then pushing on Jimenez and leaving Fabio as the spare man in behind Miguel Borja. Well, I was telling you that first half, that sending off was a changer, a game changer. From the immediate free kick from Abdel Karim, the goalkeeper made the save. Mohamed Ali, he got injured, then kicking the ball out 5 minutes later, he went down again and he's had to be replaced by Saif Hamid, who was then beaten right on the stroke of half-time by Amir Jemous. That had this place erupting. The second goal will do likewise, and they've got the one-man advantage for the entirety of this second half. Can they make it count, Al Zawraa? They were very much on top leading into the break. The rearrangements with Gabriel dos Santos, the Brazilian youngster coming on, could make a difference. He is a Brazilian youngster, but he was a player that's come through the Al Wasl Academy. It's the whites of Al Zawraa kicking from the left to the right in the second half. Really impressed with Siaka Sidibe, the Malian midfielder. He's been everywhere and very forceful, good on the ball as well. It's a header. Goes back from Nathan Jabbar to goalkeeper Jalal Hassan, captain. Fala. Volley inside from Hassan. Abdel Karim went for the return wasn't forthcoming. It's a blustery evening here in Baghdad. There's a swirling wind around the stadium. These two sides face off again in 7 days' time in the second leg at the Zawraa Stadium over in Dubai. Hussein Fala. Jabbar. Hakam Hashim has resisted the temptation to have any more shots after that one in the first half that was miles over the top of the crossbar. It's an interesting ball down the right-hand side. It's one for Lima to chase, but Lima is easily beaten to it by Hashim. Now looking to dominate the ball. One-man advantage. Al Zawraa. It's a good sliding tackle to win the ball back from Borja. Hakim Hashim again. This is good running from Mehdi. Gets the ball into the penalty area. It's an almighty scream as Brian is sandwiched between two. A big roar from the home fans, but they're not going to get a penalty for that. There's an injury amongst all of that. I think it's Adrielson that's down. 4 minutes gone in the second half, and first half had a big stoppage for the VAR incident, which saw the dismissal of Tufan Buftini. Moroccan central defender sent off for the foul. And the man that went on to score the equalising goal, Emir Jamus. This is the first delay of the second half. Just got caught by Brian as he went in for the challenge. They can ill afford to lose another player. Getting onto his rib cage is Adrielson. Landed awkwardly, didn't he? Referee is Gomorodi Sarulo from Tajikistan. Two for on-field officials are from Tajikistan. On the VAR, it's Nur Safarov Firabs from Uzbekistan. These two last met 2019 AFC Champions League. Zawraa won 5-0 here and 5-1 away in the UAE. I don't think it's going that way this time, even though they've got a one-man advantage. Jamus, his goal has given the home side and their fans something to cling on to in the way of hope for this game. They are 1-1 here. They would love dearly to take some sort of lead into the second leg at the Zawraa Stadium in Dubai in 7 days' time. Quasem finding Hashim. Quasem again. Busy player over on the left-hand side, Quasem. Hashim again. Fala to Jabir. And now Karim Rat. To release Brian. Watched carefully by the recently introduced Gabriel dos Santos. Central defender, 20-year-old, on at half-time. Facing his captain Ali Saleh, who they've taken off with a yellow card. They can't really afford to go down to 9, can they? So they sacrificed their captain. Seven minutes of the second half gone. Hussein Fala. He's gone hunting for the ball here, Hussein Abdel Karim. Wants it square. And he gets it square from Ibrahim. That's a great ball in. A looping header just over the bar. Great vision from Hassan Abdel Karim. That's what he can do if he just pops into those spaces in the middle from his wide position, and he picked out Karim Rad. It wasn't the easiest of headers. Didn't help, it didn't really make a clear connection. Seems to hit him on the side of the head, loop over the goalkeeper onto the roof of the net. He's quite a tall player, Karim Rad. He is playing as the right fullback today, but he is primarily a central defender. So the ball into the box, he's taken on the chest by Brian. And a penalty given. Brian brought down. Al Zawraa given an opportunity to nudge their noses in front for the first time in this tie. And the referee was quick to point to the spot. The Colombian striker forcing his way in towards a shooting position. And it was a deliberate shove in the back from Hugo Leto. And the referee had a good view to see it from the right angle, just a few metres away. But this was the shove. And he didn't need a second invite, the South American, to go down. Penalty given. Ryan with the push. Sorry, Leto with the push on Brian. Yellow card as well for Leto. It is being checked by VAR. Everything is checked by VAR. Everything is just double checked, sanity checked. We'll wait the outcome of that check. A goal just moments before the half-time whistle, deep into stoppage time from Amir Jamous. A deep conversation is going on at the moment. The referee's going to have a look at the monitor, which will give our Wasl some hope. Well, from the sight that we saw, it looked like a push by Hugo Leto. Maybe, just maybe, that angle makes it slightly less conclusive. There is there the moment when Hugo Leto puts two hands on the back of the striker who goes down. He's having a long look at this. Here's Gulmarodi Sedulo. Well, if it is a penalty, you have to have some sort of sympathy for Hugo Leto and for Al Wasl. Rui Vitoria's side feel this should be overturned. I'm sure El Zawraa will feel there's enough contact and enough evidence there that with the hands on the back of the striker from Hugo Leto, there was a nudge, a push, a contact to merit the awarding of a penalty. The referee awarded it straight away. Well, the contact is slight. This is one that's on the borderline, one that will certainly be worthy of a long debate, and it's taken its toll, this one. It's taken its time. Brian. Well, there was definitely two hands from the defender on the back. That was the giveaway. But to what extent was there force to throw the player to the ground? Here comes the referee. What's his decision? He's overturned the penalty. And I imagine he's going to overturn the yellow card for Hugo Leto as well. And a yellow card instead for Brian for simulation. So the yellow card of Leto is shifted on to Brian instead. Well, it's left a silence around this stadium after an almighty roar following this foul, which wasn't a foul in the end. Well, there were pros, there were cons, there were arguments from both sides. was a contact, wasn't there? But not much. Now, can they make here from Jimenez? Jimenez trying to find room for the shot, can't do so. Sent out wide by Fabrizio. Well, VAR added a large chunk of stoppage time to the first half, and it's just done so in the second half. Certainly played its part today, VAR. Goal to give Wasl an early lead was checked, and it was very borderline. Sending off had a long check. The penalty overturned after a long check. High ball backwards by Jimenez. It's goalkeeper. Substitute goalkeeper Khalid Saif Hamid on in the first half for Mohamed Ali. He picked up a, looked like a knee injury. Stretch it off. Comes a challenge from Amir Jemus. Comes across. Hugo Letta. Caught up in a sandwich between Amir Jemus and Kahim Rad. It was Kahim Rad, in fact, that had the contact as opposed to Amir Jemus. Just past the hour mark, 1-1. Game that's had plenty of talking points. 2 goals, a red card, an overturned penalty. And a goalkeeper stretch it off, of course. 2/3 of the way through. You get the feeling that the next 30 minutes of this tie are crucial in the overall outcome. Zawraa, you would feel, probably needs something in the way of an advantage to take to the Zabil Stadium in Dubai in 7 days' time. And they make the most of this opportunity with opposition down to 10 men. Wasl kept them at arm's length apart from the penalty shout, which turned to nothing in the end. Medi's cross, it's headed away by Dos Santos. Fabrizio back in his midfield position. Dos Santos goes long. No one there, obviously. Hakim Hashim. Got a player down of Al Wasl. The referees chose to ignore it. It's happened okay now. Nicolas Jimenez holding the back of his head. Eddie's cross really came through towards Ibrahim. It's cleared away, and that's nice play by Jimenez to get it out wide. Good ball as well. Miguel Borja, he's got space to run into. He's got the support here from Lima as well. He decides to go alone and shoots straight against Hashim. It was a rare opportunity for Al Wasl. Back out wide for Siaki Sidibe. Ball in. Hakim Hashim on his haunches as he headed that one to safety. Jabba. Long ball over the top, scurrying after it. The danger is Abdel Karim. Goalkeeper Khalid Saif Hamid always looked favourite. Comes out, claims it. Son Abdel Karim has looked the most likely spark for Al Zawraa. Ball over the top, well dealt with by Malero. Fala. Gets it back from Ibrahim. Fowler again. This time Ibrahim tries to turn it forward, doesn't come to anything for Quasm. White shirts forward in their numbers. As the box cleared away by Adrielson. Maybe the chance of a breakaway. Ball reversed down the right-hand side, and here goes Miguel Borja. Comes back inside Miguel Borja. That's a really good block. It might come out here. The shot is blocked and tapped in. And it's a second goal of the evening for Miguel Borja. The initial shot coming in from Sidibe. It was blocked by the goalkeeper, but it dropped kindly. He's had 2 tap-ins this evening, Miguel Borja. But as any good striker will tell you, you've got to be there to tap them in. And he's certainly been there to tap them in tonight. And Al Wasl, who have been absorbing all of the pressure, have found themselves a second goal to take control of this tie. 20 minutes into the second half, a breakaway. This was the reverse ball. He's onside, Miguel Borja, from the pass from Sidibe. Shot was blocked well by Hashim. It comes back out to Sidibe. His crashing shot through a crowd. It span off the goalkeeper, Jalal Hassan. And it couldn't have been a kinder ricochet. Well, I think the combined distance for his 2 goals between him and goal line will probably only add up to about 3 metres, but he won't care. 2 tap-ins. It's what strikers thrive on. It's what Miguel Borja's thriving on tonight. VAR have been at the centre of just about every controversial and major point in this game, and they have checked on this one, and there is no wrongdoing. He was certainly onside, Miguel Borja, from the initial ball from Siaka Sidibe. It's a body blow to the Iraqi side, who was so on top. They've won themselves a free kick here. Abdel Karim. Fouls by Hugo Leto. Painful one as well, on the toes. Rui Vitoria, only appointed yesterday. Sacked earlier in the season by the Greek side Panathinaikos. Led Benfica to 2 titles in Portugal. Magic can he weave for Al Wasl. Well, his 10 men have gone ahead here. Now, it's backs to the wall to preserve the lead that they've earned for the 2nd time in the game. Hassan Abdel Karim. He went for goal himself. I had a suspicion he might. I think so too did Khalid Saif Hamid, who stuck up an arm to help it over the crossbar for a corner. It wasn't a bad effort. Here comes the corner. It's glanced on and cleared away by Malero. Well, the goal was against the run of play. It was on the counter-attack. The ricochet of the goalkeeper could have gone anywhere. It couldn't have been any kinder to Miguel Borja. Former Palmeiras player, scoring for the 2nd time in this game. Former River Plate player as well. He's on a hat-trick, is Borja, but he's knocked off the ball. That's a fine through ball. Slip past the goalkeeper. That's brilliant finishing by Brian to make it 2-2. Great through ball. And Brian squared up to the goalkeeper and prodded it past him. Clinical finishing. It's another Colombian in amongst the goals. 2 at one end for Borja. And Brian, himself a Colombian, gets clear to make it 2-2. Great finishing, predatory from Brian Riascos. took his chance. He's definitely onside, no question. Super finishing after a great through ball from Amir Cemus. Well, it was quick thinking from Brian, and it was the quick thinking that was the undoing of the goalkeeper. He didn't have a chance to get down. VAR have just done their routine check, and the decision is goal. I think we drew that conclusion ourselves a couple of moments ago, looking at the line. He was most certainly onside. There was a player on the near side. He was making no impact. Here comes a couple of changes. Looks like Sajid Mehdi is coming off. Or is it Hassan? Hassan. Oh, no, it's some confusion as to who's coming off. Amir is coming off. Amir Cemus. He's been replaced by Matheus Silva. Matheus Silva is on. It's just a one change to start with. Well, certainly no shortage of entertainment in this game. And Palacios is on for Fabio Lima. That's a good ball. Off he goes again, Hassan Abdel Karim, and he's got time on his side. He's got space on his side, and the finish is denied to him by a good save at the near post by Khalid Saif Hamid. Suddenly the Iraqi side are buoyant. I think that's a foul. Trud on the ball there, Abdel Karim. It's like I don't think there's a lot in that. He's left the ball behind and he's not got any control of the ball. Well, it's subjective. Ishmael Durgam is on, by the way. They're having a check of this. Yep, momentary pause. It was outside the box anyway, and that's what the free kick is given. Comes the free kick, played short, skied high. It's way up in the air. Way away from goal. Quazon is the player that's gone off, by the way, for Zawraa, bringing on Duram Ismail, the Iraqi international, veteran Iraqi international, over 100 appearances for the club, and 70 appearances for his country. Here's a chance here for Brian. Is he going to make another goal? This time denied by some excellent defending by Fabrizio, who got back there, but in fact the challenge was by Adrielson. Puts up an almost apologetic hand to his teammates, but it was good defending that denied him. 8 corners for the home side. Twice they've had to claw their way back in this game. Can they lead for a first time? Header away from Adrilson again. Back out to Abdel Karim. Tricks his way back. Shot towards the near post. Well, it wasn't very far away from Maitham Jabbar, but it was always going wide. This is the trickery. Pulls it back. This is clever work. Shot just too high. It was a save a few moments ago from Saif Hamid to keep out Abdel Karim. 16 minutes to go. I think right now Al Wasl will take the 2-2. The second leg at home to come. It's a foul by Borja. Well, there's a buzz around. It's another long ball is played forward. This time up in the air from Fabrizio. Launched by Hugo Leto. Straight over to the far side. It will be a throw into El Zawraa. It's a great ball in. Super header. Brian again. And for the first time in this game, El Zawraa lead. The goals have found the goals to get themselves right back into this contest. 1-0 down, they hooked their way back, 2-1 down, but they wouldn't let it put them down. And 2 quick goals from the Colombian Brian has cancelled out the 2 goals from close range from Miguel Borja, another Colombian. Great ball in, but this is a fabulous header. Don't underestimate the delivery from Ibrahim, but that is a sensationally good header from Brian, rising high and crashing home. Nothing that Khalid Saif Hamid could do in the goal to prevent that from nestling in the net to give us a scoreline of El Zawraa 3, Al Wasl 2. Just what the Iraqis inside this stadium wanted. Fabulous header from Borja. What a finish. It's 2 goals from him. Two very well taken goals from Brian. Free kick given over on the far side. Foul was committed by Houssam Falla. Just listen to the noise in and around this arena. Well, can't deny this has been a riveting game. Brian struck back with a double. Smiles all around for the locals. First taste of knockout football in the AFC Champions League, and my goodness me, it's been quite a game for them to enjoy this evening. Still a long way from making it through to the quarter-finals. Still got 90 minutes on. Al Wasl soil to negotiate in the Zabil Stadium in Dubai in 7 days. They want to preserve their narrow lead. And away, and forced away by Ibrahim. Chase to the corner. It's good defending by defending by Duram Ismail. Comes a change. Ibrahim, who's worked himself into the ground, is going to be replaced. Be replaced by Muhammad, 28-year-old former Al Shutta player. 2 changes as well. Miguel Borges' evening is done. He's replaced by Sergio Pereira, left winger. He's taken his time to come off. 11 minutes to go. There's a second change coming up here for Wasl. Serginho is the second player to come on. And there's a Borgia off. Jimenez off, and Renato Jr. Sergio Pereira on. 2 Brazilians. Ball stabbed in towards the penalty area. It's good clearance away by Jabba. Might be the chance of a breakaway here. Just seem to run away on this left-hand side from Junior Mufede. Zawraa 3. And Wasl 2. Zawraa on the attack again. Lifted into the penalty area. It's a nice touch. Oh, for a moment there, he was just looking for the moment to twist. Matthias Silva couldn't quite do so. Sidibe can't keep the ball in play. It's been at times a frustrating evening. Control to keep it alive on this near side. Sergio Pereira. Sergio Pereira is operating down the left-hand side, with Renato Jr. going forward. Abdel Karim. Find a way through. Abdel Karim nearly there again. It could be 4. That's a brilliant save. That's a sensational save from Saif Hamid. Quite how he kept that out, I'm none too sure. The flag is up. But please don't take that away from the goalkeeper, Khalid Saif Hamid, who's just made an exceptional save to keep out Silva. This was where the offside originally took place. He was off, wasn't he? Abdel Karim gets the return, and it comes all the way through to Silva, and this is a top draw save. I don't think it would have counted. It was the initial offside against Abdel Karim, but had that gone in and counted at 4-2, it leaves Al Wasl with an awful lot to do. And they are wilting a little bit here, the 10 men. Mufede. To the penalty area, that will go all the way through to Saif Hamid. What a chance that was for Matthias Silva. Great work by Hassan Falla. Here he is again, Hassan Abdel Karim releasing the ball. He's on a hat-trick, Brian. Tries to chop his way inside. Can't quite find Abdel Karim. Clearance away into touch, and they're putting the pressure on here, El Zawraa. Abdel Karim again, crossed by Karim Rad. And fed out wide by Duram Ismail. Just over the top of the head of Adrielson. And it didn't take a touch, so it's a goal kick. 7 minutes to go. So this is a thriller today, these two. That was the goal from Brian. 3-2 they lead. barely hear yourself think inside this stadium. It is a rocking atmosphere. Made across by Ismail. Fede down the line. Find a way through. That's going to be a free kick. Ismail fouling Melero. Well, the only goal in the first half from Miguel Borja. He felt that this was a tie that Wasl quickly took control of, but sending off can completely change a game, and it certainly has here. From a neutral point of view, it's probably just what the game needed, because it's equalled things up. It's a free kick. There's Brian. Foul by Morata. Flattened from behind, Morata with the foul. Hassan Abdul Karim wants it back again. He gets it back again. Wassim Habak Karim. That wasn't quite what Matthias Silva had in mind. Really got underneath it to lift it high away from goal. We're into the final 5 minutes. And whilst those 5 minutes will drag by for Al Zawraa with that slender lead that they want to take next week to Dubai. They also know that there's still a lot of work to do, and you'd still fancy Al Wasl to perhaps turn it round with a full complement of 11 over 90 next week. Still a lot of football to be played in this tie. Sidibe is fouled. And Fede, the Cameroon international. It's the foul in on the Mali. Two Africans coming together, free kick given. It looks like defeat. Diving header away by Hashim. It's Fabrizio. Puts it back again. Good interception. Already. Just need to get the ball away. The passing accuracy, as you see there, has been much better for the home side Al Zawraa than it has from Al Wasl. Three minutes to go. And there's a necessary intervention from the match officials to quell the anger of Murad Mohammed. He wasn't happy with the challenge that came in. This was the challenge from Adrielson. Seemed to get the ball. I think it was the second one that upset the number 17 for Al Zawraa, Murad Mohammed. I think he's got all the major decisions right, the referee. At least VAR have. Happy to go all the way back to goalkeeper Jalal Hassan, who's not seen much of the ball in this second half. To pick the ball out of the net from a second Miguel Borja goal. Nothing you could do about that, just deflected sideways straight to the striker. Might be a chance here for Junior Mefede. It's been pulled back for the foul. It's a foul by De Santos. Straight through Hassan Abdelkarim. Hassan Fala. Abdelkarim again, always busy, always direct, looking to get into the penalty area now. Was he caught there? No, says the referee initially. I think he's probably drawn a conclusion if there was a foul. He'll leave it to VAR, who will no doubt have a check. Throw-in goes the way of Al Wasl. We're into the final minute of the 90 now. Was there a contact here from Sidibe? No. Referee was spot on with his initial decision. He got that one right without the need of technology as backup. Sergio Pereira. Siaka Sidibe. And the 10 men strike back. It's Renato Fabrizio, but he's given it away. Suddenly there's a chance of a breakaway. Great tackle. Excellent tackle. Well, he lost the ball there, Siaka Sidibe, and look how well he won it back. Six minutes of stoppage time. Trying to get across in Palacios. Turned out wide. Here comes the cross. It was just too high for Renato Jr. And now Abdelkarim can run with the ball into the opposition half. Here come El Zawraa. Nice ball out wide. Junior Mafede into the box. Abdelkarim back to goal. Turns. What can he conjure up? It's a pass into the box and he very nearly found Mateus Silva. It's back to Abdelkarim. Can't weave a way through. Cleared away by Sidibe, but it's given away. It's a charge down shot which spins away for a corner. Ryan sniffing that hat-trick still. Ninth corner of the game. A game that's had 5 goals, 4 of them coming from Colombians. Near post and away by Adrielson. That's an interesting ball forward for Pereira. Sergio Pereira's ball in. No way through for Renato Jr. That is excellent defending. Once again from Hassan Fala. And they drive forward. It's a very open game, this. 4th goal for El Zawraa would really put them in control of this tie. 3-2, lose it very evenly balanced for the second leg. We're 2 minutes into 6 added on. Winding up for the shots. Oh, that was a great save from Saif Hamid. Hit from distance from Mafede. Most people inside the stadium weren't expecting it, but Junior Mafede has hit this from fully 30 yards, if not more, and it was dipping in. It was a really good hit. The only thing wrong with this shot was it was right down the centre and made it something that the goalkeeper did save. It was either side of him. He's beaten there, and that's 4-2. Great save. Here comes the corner, punched away by Saif Hamid. Looking at that goal again, instinctive finish from Brian. Number They had a penalty that was taken away from them by VAR, and correctly so. 2.5 minutes away, Zawraa, from a victory in their very first AFC Champions League knockout match in their history. It's a big day for them. They've still got work to do to progress to the quarter-finals. It's going to be a yellow card for Yusuf. Yusuf Aziz, he's not long been on the pitch. Left leg, and that's what caused the yellow. He did get the ball before he got the man. It was dangerous. Yellow card for Yusuf. Yusuf Aziz. Another Zawraa Academy product. 90 seconds of the 90 minutes remaining. Into the penalty area they go once again, trying to bulldoze his way through. Brian Palacios, he wins a corner. It's a few nervous moments lying in wait for Zawraa. Final minute of the 6 added on at the end of the 90. What can they produce from this flag kick? Wasl trying to avoid defeat in the first leg. In it comes, it's headed towards goal. There were bodies everywhere. Referee's blown his whistle and sees there to be a foul on Jalal Hassan. And the free kick goes the way of Zawraa. Foul by Adrielson. Jumps in, gets the header ahead of the goalkeeper, but it's seen as an infringement. Look how many defenders were back there to deny him. The block was by Hakim Hashim. Foul from Adrielson. Jalal Hassan to Hakim Hashim. And there goes the final whistle. Well, this has been a pulsating first leg. If the second leg is half entertaining, then the people of Dubai are in for a treat next week. It's a tie that is perfectly balanced. The home side off to the worst possible start when Miguel Borja gave Al Wasl the lead, but the sending off of Soufan Bouftini levelled this game off, and an equaliser right on half-time by Amar Jamous gave Zawraa a route back into this game. They then found themselves behind again. Another tap in from Miguel Borja, second for the Colombian, but that's when another Colombian, Brian Riascos, took matters into his own hands with 2 goals. In favour of Zawraa. The Iraqi side take a 3-2 lead to Dubai in 7 days' time. It should be a cracking return. This has been a pulsating game, full of enjoyment. A red card, a goalkeeper stretchered off, a penalty overturned, and 5 goals as well. No shortage of entertainment. It's finished. Zawraa 3, Al Wasl 2.
كابتن، هدفين مقابل هدفين بأول المباراة، هل تعتبر إنه المباراة كانت مشحونة؟
اول شيء النتيجه 3-2 مش 2-2.
أول المباراة.
اوكي.
أول مباراة.
والله مباراه صعبه، بجوز ظروف المباراه خدمتنا شوي اليوم بحاله الطرد. قدرنا نرجع مرتين في المباراه ونتقدم. المهمه ما انتهت، عندنا مباراه اياب مهمه في الامارات، ان شاء الله نقدر نحقق المطلوب والتاهل باذن الله.
تعتبر انه ضيعتوا فرص كثير بعد طرد فريق لاعب من الوصل؟
اكيد ضيعنا كم منيح من الفرص، لكن برضه سجلنا 3 اهداف. بنحكي النتيجه مش كثير مرضيه، كان ممكن نطلع بعدد اكبر من الاهداف، لكن الحمد لله ان شاء الله القادم افضل. عندنا مباراه كثير مهمه في الامارات، ان شاء الله نحقق فيها الفوز والتاهل.
جمهور رائع اليوم للزوراء، شو بتوجه لهم رساله؟
يعني اكيد جمهور الزوراء غني عن التعريف، نحكي لهم مبارك الفوز، حضورهم كان داعم كبير لنا، كان سبب رئيسي في تحقيق الفوز اليوم. بنوعدهم ان شاء الله انه المباراه القادمه نقدم المطلوب منا ونفرحهم بطاقه العبور ان شاء الله.
شكرا. ثانك يو. An early goal, but the red card of Muhammad Injuri can tell you us how did the team react?
Como é que o time reagiu após o cartão vermelho?
Foi difícil, muito difícil, mas o esforço do time foi muito bom. Em casa vamos tratar de fazer bom jogo e ganhar.
Of course, it's very difficult for us when you lose one player, but we give our best, and they will give a chance for win the game, and we have another game. You can win at home.
Do you think it was justified red card?
Tu acha que o cartão vermelho foi determinante para o resultado?
Eu acho que foi muito, porque daí o jogo não foi igual. Eu acho que não foi cartão vermelho. O referee foi muito como, não, para mim não foi.
For me, he cannot to deserve the red card because I want the referee is very put very difficult game for us about this red card, and of course, it's very hard for us. One player less, but we can do it more in the next game.
Are you confident in a victory at home in the second leg?
Você está confiante para uma vitória no próximo jogo?
Eu acredito que sim, temos um bom time e o time vai fazer tudo para ganhar lá em casa.
Yes, we have good players, and our fans, for sure, they are together with us, and for sure you can do it. For sure you qualify.
Okay, thank you.
Obrigado, obrigado.